Hello my fellow Retromaniacs and welcome back to Let's Play Activision's Atari 2600 Action Pack number 2. Alright, next we have Ice Hockey, which I have already played on my channel. It's a classic. One of the better Atari 2600 games in my opinion, because it's such a simple game and it's like tennis, you cannot really mess it up. Although it's a little bit weird version, you only have 2 players in each team. I think that they're like planning now to have like Olympic sport where there are 3 players plus goalie. I don't know who would want to play that. Do you even have like professionals who play that kind of hockey? I don't know, but let's check the information. Welcome to the slam bang world of ice hockey. Before you lace up your skates and step out on the ice, you'd better take a minute to read these instructions. Then get ready for some outstanding head-to-head competition. Like how they're always so using superlatives with the description. Handicapped, no handicap. Oh, it's handicapped ice hockey, so it's Paralympics. High-speed action, yeah. Let's read the... wait a second. Offense, defense. There are 32 shot angles. Your shot will go to the extreme left when the puck is at the left side of your player stick. It will go to the extreme right when the puck is right side of your player stick. All other shot angles occur when the puck is in between the 2 extremes, but I can only shoot the puck forward toward their opponent's goal. Yeah, but alright. Alan Miller. My Activision ice hockey includes many of the features and much of the speed of real ice hockey. Yeah, right. You really have to be quick right from the face-off. The player who controls the puck most often will win the game. When you're on defense, don't be too eager to bring your goalie too far out of his net. A smart forward might try for an easy goal by angling his shot over the boards. And here's a tip you might not discover even after hours of ice time. When a loose puck is captured, it's automatically placed on the inside corner of your stick. So as soon as the puck hits your stick, you can launch an extremely angled shot and surprise your opponent. So lace up your skates and go to it. Okay. Many people are inspired by what they see on television, including Alan Miller. Living in California, Miller was not really exposed firsthand to the sport of ice hockey. However, seeing hockey players dash across the ice in attempts to score a goal on the TV screen was enough for him to decide to design the Atari 2600 game Ice Hockey. I definitely wanted to put in the opportunity to knock your opponent down, said Miller. Ice hockey was an improved version of tennis. I'm actually more proud of it than tennis. Yeah, I wonder what was the first hockey game that had NHL license. Probably not until like any NES era. Yeah, I think most of the games and racing games and sports games were unlicensed throughout the 80s, but yeah, it was the money issue, because the license would probably cost like hundreds of thousands. whereas the cost of the game in the 80s was probably less than that. Especially in Atari 2600 era, it's probably like 10,000 max. You know, you could program these games in a week, in a day nowadays. There were several technical tricks Miller used to bring ice hockey together. I employed an interesting trick where I made a missile object, normally used as a bullet in most games, into the hockey player's stick in the programming. I moved the object horizontally and then changed its width. Another feat was to make the pants and shirts of both teams different colors, something more difficult to program than it may sound. The third trick was getting 4 players on the screen instead of the typical 2. Combining all these things together, he was able to create a sports game that is still exciting to play head to head. To this day, Miller has in his office the hockey mask that was used to make the ice hockey poster. And it's quite interesting, you know, there's like multiple players, although it changes automatically, the different player. Yeah, I wonder what was the first console to have like proper sprites. I don't know. Maybe like Sega SG 1000. I don't know. All right. Checkers. Let's just quickly check one game. Oh, went the wrong way. It's a tight match. Come on. No. Mine. Oh. Motherfucker. Fight. 2 minutes. Fighting. Yeah. There wouldn't be any players left if there was fighting penalties. Get it? No. Mine. I said mine. Oh, now's my chance. No. Fuck. What? Dude's like, didn't know what to do. How could you miss? Own goal. Oh my gosh. Come on. 1 goal. That's all I want to do. 1 goal. 1 goal. 1 goal. Shit. Did you try anything stupid? No. What a... Passing to your opponent. The worst possible thing a hockey player can do. Now's my chance. Yay. Now I can stop here. Yeah, it's a good game. One of my favorites in Atari 2600 library. Keystone Capers. Wait a second, have I actually played this? Because it's such a famous game title. I'm not sure. Yeah, I have played this, yeah. But I don't remember what to do here. You have to like rob things in it's like an apartment store. And that can open. Can I? go up. Okay. Yeah, I like this. It's very complex compared to some of the other games which have only one screen. Oh, there's the robber. Can I go down? Yeah, no, I can only go up. Okay, let's read the instructions. Officer Kelly reporting for duty. Leaping leprechauns, if it isn't Harry Hooligan, up to his old shenanigans. That blunderous hoodlum is robbing Shoutwick's, and on a Sunday at that. Come on, then, lend a hand. We've got to catch the crook, recover the loot, and be careful to boot. Listen up, don't get KO'd by wild shopping carts, beach balls, or biplanes, and get moving, there's not a moment to lose. Capture the crook before he escapes from the roof and before time runs out. One player game, yeah, this would be nice if another one would be the robber. Begin with Keystone Kelly on active duty and 3 cops on reserve. Games and all your cops are gone. Colliding with a biplane, running out of time, allow crook to escape. 10 seconds remain, it flashes. Left or right, all right. Jump, a long running jump. Duck down when you press down. Arrow key. Open elevator, press up. Step out when you press. Okay. Elevators and escalators. Ride up on escalator on the way to get to the roof. Lucky for you, Southwick has security camera scanning the store. Display at the bottom of the screen display gives you an overview of all floors. Bargain basements to the rooftop. Kelly is the black dot, the crook is a white dot. Yeah, it's probably one of the first games to have a proper mini-map. Must jump to avoid rapid onslaughts of shopping carts, beach balls, and cathedral radios. What? 9 seconds will be deducted from your time. Each collision you lose cop. Don't avoid money bags and stolen suitcases. You'll earn 50 points. Okay. Gary Kitchen. Nice name. Hi gang, I'll begin by saying one thing. Don't get stuck on the roof, because surprise, you can get back down. To avoid this embarrassing predicament, stay behind the crook and don't go to the roof until he's up there. Can you just wait on the roof? I don't know. As your score rises, the beach ball bounce higher. Forget about trying to jump over them. Instead, duck. Also, the biplane and shopping carts start coming in waves, so learn their rhythms. And do the keystone strut to the tune of the shopping carts. For example, it's jump, runs 2 steps. Jump, runs 2 steps, etc. To the biplane beat, it's duck, run 3 steps. Duck, runs 3 steps. And you just changing rhythm. And to save yourself a few steps, have Kelly jump on the escalators. You'll be halfway up already. Now go out and get those guys. Okay. Sometimes the creation of one game inspires the development of another, as Gary Kitchen knows full well. I had just finished designing the home version of Donkey Kong, so my mindset was on a little man character running and jumping, said Kitchen. Also, I wanted to do a game that was funny. The idea of Keystone Cop chasing a crook was both funny and supplied the player with a good guy-bad guy conflict. Using this scenario, Kitchen set out to create Keystone Capers. But what's with the name? What the hell is Keystone? And what the hell is Caper? I think Keystone is like a comic book firm. I'm not quite sure. Designing Keystone Capers, there were two major obstacles that Kitchen had to deal with. The ROM size and the number of objects that could be displayed on a scanline of a TV screen. The ROM size was extremely tight in this game. I probably spent the last month of development out of 5 months cutting bytes and backing the code to fit. It was probably the tightest fitting game card I ever programmed. Kitchen also developed a new technique that allowed him to display two objects with multiple colors on the same TV scanline. It wasn't the only game, or the first, with two multicolored objects per line, but the technique allowed some added flexibility in programming the display. I used the technique again later in future 2600 products. By overcoming these technical hurdles, Kitchen was able to produce a game that is fun and challenging to this day, and graphically also very pleasing, I might add. As is the case in many games, there were things that Kitchen had hoped to include in the game that simply could not be done. I've never had a game where every idea I wanted to got in. At one point, Keystone had a real neat old-fashioned car parked in front of the department store as window dressing, but because of memory restraints, I had to remove it. Early versions of the game had the cop scaling the side of a vertically scrolling building, chasing the crook, who was dropping objects down on the cop, chairs, bowling balls, etc. After talking to David Crane, Kitchen decided to make it a side-scrolling game like Pitfall, since they felt it looked too much like Donkey Kong or Crazy Climber. One can only guess what other 2600 games originally looked like before they were actually put out on the market. Well, you can just interview the developers. No need to guess. Some might say that Gary Kitchen entered into designing video games because it was the family business, since he and his two brothers were eventually all game designers. My brothers Dan, Crackpots, and Steve, Space Shuttle, and I worked at a consulting firm doing consumer electronics engineering, clocks, calculators, etc. One day we came up with an electronic toy idea, and from that point on concentrated all our efforts on entertainment. At the same time, Dan and I had bought very early versions of the Apple computer and were programming graphics and games on it in our spare time. When the 2600 game became popular, we decided that it would be fun to write games for it. Kitchen is credited with creating Space Jockey US games and Donkey Kong Coleco for the Atari 2600 VCS. In 1982, he joined Activision, where he designed Keystone Capers and Pressure Cooker. Kitchen left in 1986 to form Absolute Entertainment, where he is presently the chairman, president, and CEO. He currently is living in New Jersey and has two wonderful little girls, Laurette, age 11, in the 6th grade, and Alyssa, age 6, in the 1st grade. Oh. And that was like 30 years ago, so they're like 41 and 36 now. Okay, let me try again. Oh, how do you like jump? I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna catch you. Okay, he's gonna get to the top floor. Or is he? No. He's changed his mind. Oh, that sneaky bastard. Well, I'm not going. Oh, he changes his mind every time. What am I gonna do? I'm just gonna wait here till he makes his mind. Okay, now I can get him. Come here, you little asshole. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I think that wonder if that strategy will work every time. Just force him to come at you. Oh, wait a second. What happened? Now I got you. Okay. Well, I guess it gets more difficult and unpredictable later on. Plus, you wanna aim for the high score by collecting those money packs. Okay, laser blast. Is this like commando type of game? Missile command type of game. Looks like it. Let's give it a quick play first. Okay, it's like a reverse missile command. You're the UFO. How do I like aim? Oh, really? What? Okay, weird. How do I avoid not getting killed? Get set for the battle of your life. With laser blast, you're up against enemy attackers in a space shootout that defies description. But please take time out to read these instructions. They're full of helpful hints on how to handle some very relentless adversaries. Good luck and good shooting. Use to fire and fly and rack up as many points as possible to add reinforcements to your fleet and stay and fight as long as you can. No difficulties. You can choose 4 game options. Cadet level, lieutenant commander level. Okay. The game ends when your fleet of ships is depleted. Rookies are used to pilot your spacecraft. You can only pilot one ship at a time. Press the down arrow to lower your ship. Press the up arrow to raise your ship. Left or right, and move your ship. Left or right. If you don't press any key, your ship will hover, spin in fixed position. This is not recommended. The spacebar is used to fire your ship's laser blaster. Press these keys to project the blaster from the bottom of your ship. Release the spacebar to fire. And the laser blaster can be aimed by holding the spacebar down and pressing left or right arrow keys. But remember, the blaster will not fire until the spacebar is released. Okay, gotcha. The ground attack forces are equipped with radar detection systems that can help them aim their lasers at your ships. If you allow your ship to hover in one place too long, then it will quickly line up your ship in its sights, leading to disastrous results. By having low to the ground, you can keep your craft under the radar, However, as the battle progresses, each new wave of enemy attackers has a stronger force field, which gradually forces your ship farther away from the ground, making it an easier target for the attackers radar to spot. Your ship will be pushed higher and higher into space until you can't go any lower than the very top level. This is when you must be very quick and avoid enemy fire. Okay. Well, I guess you have to just lure them and then move and then kill them. You will quickly discover Laser Blast is a game not only of skill but also of endurance. There's really no time for taking breathers. And that brings me to my most important tip. Always keep your ship in motion and fire quickly. A moving object is much harder to hit than one standing still. Since the attackers are continuously aiming and firing, you must be quick enough to dodge their fire. Move into the attack position and destroy their forces, then quickly move on. It is possible to stay in one place and fire quickly enough to destroy your attackers before they zero in on you, but this is a very tough strategy to execute and demands superior skills and concentration. And luck. Okay, David Crane designed the game Laser Blast because of an emerging genre and new technical innovation. At the time, space games such as Space Invaders and Missile Command were very popular in the arcades. I don't know if I consciously noticed or not, but most of the games had the player defending his own planet. I wanted to have the player trying to reclaim his planet from invaders. The main inspiration for Laser Blast was the creation of a particular type of display that made possible what previously was not possible: laser. At that time, things shot distinct shots across the screen, like the ball in Pong. I took one of the discrete dot objects, extended it, and moved it across the screen. Eventually, I used this laser to create the wine in Pitfall. Interesting. Whereas the laser in Laser Blast had 3 angles, I was able to give the wine in Pitfall infinite angles. As one can see, this one breakthrough led to the creation of not only Laser Blast but also the top-selling Atari 2600 game Pitfall. As many Atari 2600 game players remember, patches were given to people who sent it in photos of their Activision games if they reached a certain score. In Laser Blast, there were 2 patches available, one for reaching 100 points and the other for reaching 1 million, at which point the score turned to exclamation points. If a game was very quick, I would put it in a game reset, so you could just hit the joystick to decide to reset. The one thing I regret is not taking it out of this game. Apparently, Activision received many letters from saddened players who, upon reaching 1 million points, threw their joysticks down in victory, only to reset the game before they could take a picture of their score. Many a mother and other family members sent in sworn affidavits that their child had spent the whole day playing the game and reached the score and accidentally reset the game before a photo could be taken. Activision was sympathetic to the letters and usually sent them a badge for achieving the score anyway. It's like an early version of achievements. Joystick sides to reset. Oh, that's bad design. There should never be a reset button on the joystick itself, because for sure you're gonna hit it accidentally. David Crane, Ghostbusters. Okay, let's try again. What the hell? My aim is not very good. Yeah, it's very weird in which angle you shoot. It's not obvious. Fuck. Okay, that was disgraceful. 50 points. Okay. Yeah, they're like... You can like... That's the maximum. Yeah, they cannot shoot at the same time, so... There's always like... Like a cooling period. Okay. Yeah, imagine getting 1,000,000 points from this. I have no idea how the kids back in the day could do it. Okay. Like 1,000 points seems unfathomable for me. Okay. Okay, that's enough. So, Megamania. It's not Metroidvania or Mega Man. Yeah, I don't know what game this is. Are those Enterprises? Looks like Enterprise. Oh, it's just... Yeah, there's definitely Star Trek. Could have a Star Trek license. And yeah, this was before the next generation. Okay, seems simple enough. Oh, the enemies are changing from hamburgers to cheeseburgers. Fuck. Okay. Well, I can. And now they're green ones. Okay, I got it. If you think Megamania is just another space game, you're dreaming. And that dream will become a nightmare. A space nightmare. So prepare yourself for one of the most unreal experiences you'll ever encounter. Read these instructions before you begin and give yourself a fighting chance. The most unreal experience. Yeah, I don't think so. You're just trying to sell your game. Hyping it too much. You control a fleet of mobile blasters at the bottom of the screen under constant attack by wave after wave of outrageous objects. Enemies. Your goal is to accumulate points by knocking out as many enemy objects as possible before your fleet is destroyed. Simple enough. High speed mode. Player 2. Taking turns. Straight missiles, guided missiles, okay. Left or right fire missiles. Yeah, up and down are not even used. Energy bar. Yeah, it's like Space Invaders clone. Eight of the waves will return for rematch. Megasphere. Orbital path. When an object disappears at the bottom of screen, it will return to the top of screen. Okay. Megasphere. Steve Cartwright. Cartwright! I recommend that you try to stay in the center of the screen. This keeps you from getting trapped in a corner and also gives you the side-to-side flexibility necessary to guide your missiles effectively. And here's a piece of advanced strategy to really help boost your scores. Bonus points are awarded depending on your energy remaining at the time you destroy the last object in a wave. So, if you have built up your reserve ships and you're nearing at the end of a wave, go ahead and sacrifice a ship. Your energy will be fully recharged, and if you can quickly destroy the last attacker in a wave, you'll pick up maximum bonus points. Okay. Space games were very popular at the time. The Atari 2600 VCS was around, and Steve Cartwright definitely noticed this. When he set out to create Mega Mania, he decided that he wanted to produce the ultimate game of that genre. Mega Mania is a combination of every space shoot 'em up rolled in one, said Cartwright. Not only did the game have hordes of alien spacecraft descending upon a lone ship, but coming from the sides of the screen as well. Back then, games were released in pairs, somewhat analogous to a hit single and its flip side. Mega Mania was supposedly the hit single, and while it did go on to sell over 1 million copies, the flip side, Pitfall, went on to become not only the biggest selling game in Activision's history, but to create the most successful game genre in gaming history. Games were released in pairs. Interesting. Okay, they don't have too much memories of the game. It's quite generic then. Okay, well, just going to oink. This looks a little bit familiar. Have I played this? Let's see. Okay. What the hell am I supposed to do? Wave my dick. Oh, okay, I can like build my like 3 little pigs. Oh shit, laser. It's funny how that wolf has a laser breath. Jeez. Oh my god, the center part is... It's already gone. No, 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 no. I guess I died. It's kind of funny game. Oh shit. Yeah, I realized that the wolf can, big bad wolf can breathe, but how does he like suck you in as well with his laser breath? Doesn't make any sense. Okay, you. Oh no! Damn. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, I have to be very precise here. What are you doing? So fucking fast. Okay, that looks bad. It's gonna suck me in. No. There you go. Now that was kind of fun. Intense. Many of these Atari 2600 games, they are very intense. Straight to the action, no cutscenes, no lull or boring bits. I wonder if the high score again is like 1,000,000 points. Someone with no life gets so good that he gets 1,000,000 points here. Once upon a time, there were no video games. People actually read fairy tales for kicks. And the biggest hit around was one about 3 little biggies who built houses and an unsavory character named Bigelow B. Wolf, who blew them down. It was a real drag. Until now. Because, lo and behold, today we've got Oink, a video game that lets you lend those little guys a hand. It's wacky. It's wily. It's one heck of a way to block that bully's every breath. Why, it's so exciting that even if you hate oinkers, you still love Oink. Because in this game, you can also be the wolf. What do you mean? Any points must walk down the wall, drop object in place. Okay. So setting B is easier. Oh, controlling big versus computer wolf. And the wolf. All right. Move your pig left, right, up, down. Grab an object. Each pig defends its own house. The first house is made of straws, so it's yellow. Sticks, so it's brown. Third is make pigs red. Then he'll chase after your pig, yeah, with his sucking laser tractor beam. can't beat them, join them. It's very alternate. Okay. Michael Lawrence and Zoink was member Activision. Whereabouts are currently unknown. Oh, that's a shame. But then he's still giving hints, so I guess these were like maybe from the 80s. And the history part is like from 1995. If you're helping the pigs, it's really crucial that you're quick yet calm. You'll soon realize your pig doesn't need to run all around to get the job done. Just never let a gap get wide enough for a pig to fit through. Anytime a wide space forms, be sure to drop a few objects into it. Keep your pig at the overhead patch supply for quick access. You'll soon find out that he doesn't have to be directly under an object to take it, just in the general vicinity. So that should save your pig a few steps. Try not to get into the habit of pressing the spacebar once to grab an object and then once again release it. It's much more efficient to hold the spacebar joystick down after you pressed it to grab an object, then move the pig into position and release the spacebar to drop the object into place. If you rather help the wolf reverse your strategy, you want to blow open a gap as wide as possible. Notice that there are 3 layers of objects. If you've blown one object away, don't move. You're already in position to blow out 2 remaining objects above it. And watch the pig. If it's heading toward this newly created hole, blow the pig down too. Whether you play the good guy or the bad guy, practice is the real key. Okay, let's try the third mode if I can play it. Okay. Am I the wolf now? No, it's the 2-player. Fuck. Yeah, I cannot play this. Unless, can I change my... Okay, yeah, let's put this joystick. Okay. Oh no, nothing happens unless I... Fuck. What's the keyboard setup? Spacebar, oh yeah. Oh no, this is not the... Yeah, this one is... Am I the wolf now? Doing anything? What's going on? Oh, wait a second. Joystick. Misclicked this one. Ah, that's right. Brown, brown. Laser beam. Still not enough. Okay. Well, it's nice, you know, that there are like 2-player games as well for the system if you had like siblings or friends. But anyway, I think that's all for now. I will play the